Hello everybody. I know this is kind of like, I didn't really give any warning to this, but I wanted to go live because there's some things I felt guided to kind of talk about, and it's the full moon, so it's a really good time for release. So I just wanted to talk a little bit and just see how everyone's doing. So today is the full moon, and that is a really, really good time to really take the opportunity to go ahead and release all of the things that do not serve you. It's a good time to just kind of relax and let go of all of the things that have been holding you back. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. So if everyone wants to stop and just take a deep breath. Hi, Eddie, how are you? If everybody just wants to stop and take a deep breath, if you're watching this, just to kind of like align your energy, go ahead and just close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to focus. Let go of all the tension you're holding in your neck, in your head, and your face. Allow yourself to just be here for a second and be open to receive. Okay, so take a couple more deep breaths. There's been a lot of intense energy going on lately, a lot of intense releasing, a lot of people are having tower moments. What we mean by tower moments is kind of like you've built up this life, this thing, and it kind of comes crashing down in unexpected ways. So I know that's been happening for me a lot. I've had a lot of really unexpected transitions, so that's kind of why I've been absent lately, because I've been kind of dealing with a transition, and I had to like stomp my feet a little bit about it, which I do too. I'm still not perfect. I'm working on it. But yeah, so right now there's a lot of releasing going on, and a lot of people are having to let go of the things that they built to keep them safe. And a lot of the stuff that's been coming up for me has been really control kind of issues. And I don't mean control in the sense of, I'm not a controlling person. I don't like to control other people. I don't like to try to make things happen in a certain way, but there's certain things in my life that I want to be a certain way, in a certain order, at a certain time. There's certain ways that I want things to happen. And I've had a lot of stuff happen for me where all of that kind of went to shit, to be completely honest. And I'm seeing that happen with a lot of people. And I've been thinking a lot about this control issue and how it's really, really common for people who've been through trauma. So if you grew up in an environment that wasn't stable or safe, and you didn't have like parental figures that are able to provide for you emotionally or financially, or you were growing up in a neighborhood that wasn't safe or dangerous, or there's just chaos around and not a lot of structure, or you had to be the parent whenever your parents were supposed to be the parents. We kind of grow up learning to control that environment and to feel safe by learning to control things. So it's like, I'm not going to let this happen to me. This happened before, so I have to be in control and make sure this doesn't happen again. Or I have to make sure that my money is a certain way. I have to make sure I have a job. I have to make sure I have a relationship or something that keeps you really stable in a different way, because it's a way of like taking control so you can't be hurt again. If you feel like you're in this powerful position, then you feel like nothing can be taken from you, and you just really want to feel like you're safe, you're in control, and that nobody can come along and hurt you, and that unknown can't come along and hurt you. Because if you come from a chaotic environment, those unknowns were probably like not good unknowns. It's probably not surprise money. It was probably surprise, we're not eating tonight, or surprise, somebody died, or surprise, something terrible's happened. So you might grow up not really wanting surprises, and we can carry that into adulthood. Not to say that that's true of every part of our life, but there might be one part of your life that we're still holding on to, and we really want to hold on to that control. I think a lot of that is coming up for a lot of people right now, where we feel like we're kind of losing control and we have to surrender in a lot of ways. I know that I am. And something that we really have to remember, though, when we have these control issues, is it's not really coming from a place of lack, or abundance rather. It's coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a place of scarcity. It's coming from a place of believing there's not enough love in the world, or money in the world, or whatever it is that we need to make us feel safe and secure. And whenever that happens, we kind of limit ourselves, and we limit our worlds to something that might not even be that good for us. It just makes us feel safe and stable. So sometimes the universe kind of has a way of knocking that all out from under us. And it's not a bad thing, but it feels really bad, especially if you're a traumatized person, because it gives you like that trauma reaction of, oh my God, I'm not safe. I'm not safe. I have to like scramble for control. And even when it's uncontrollable, we try to control it by worrying about it, or obsessing about it, or thinking about it over and over again, or just getting angry. Sometimes like we can't control something, so we get emotional about it because we feel like that emotion is somehow giving us control and safety in spite of it. And really, it's the resistance that's causing us pain, probably more than the actual thing that's happening. It's sometimes the inability to let go, the inability to surrender, the inability to see what's on the side of a closed door that we really don't know before we open what's going to happen. And right now, it's a really good time to surrender all of the expectations that we had for the future, all of the expectations that we had for the way that we thought that life should be. Because a lot of our programming is based in trauma, a lot of our programming is based in lack, a lot of our programming is based in fear, and a lot of times that's really limiting not to what our life can be. And if we let go of those expectations and we let go of all the things that we're leaving behind, and sometimes that's not even tangible things. You don't have to give up on your dreams, but maybe you have to give up on that it's going to happen this way, in this order, at this time, and allow things to come to us. I think that my last life was actually about taking control, and now it's about surrendering, letting go, and just allowing yourself to sit and be and allow things to come to you. And I'm not saying you can't do any kind of action. You need to take action. You need to be safe. Like, I'm not saying like be dumb about anything, but at the same time, if there's something that comes along that you cannot control and you're just in a place where you don't know where things are going to happen, sometimes you just have to surrender that you don't know what's coming next and allow that to be, and allow yourself to see that there might be something better, and allow yourself to believe that maybe we can have a good surprise now. We're not in the same place we were before. We're safe. We're here. And we're free. We're free from the past. And that's the freedom of letting go too. We're free from all of the bullshit that we had before. We're free from all of the bad things that happened. So today, I highly recommend making a list of all the things that you want to let go of and trying to really let it go. I think sometimes doing something really symbolic, like, I don't know, like burning something. I like burning things. You can make a list of it and burn it. You could rip it up. You could cross it out on a piece of paper, whatever works for you. But really just think about what you're holding on to and what's causing you so much emotional pain. Like, is it one expectation of something happening a certain way? Because it's probably not serving you. And then maybe allow yourself to have a dream, and just allow yourself to experience new things to take you to it. And I think that's what's happening to a lot of us, because we're creating a new world and things are opening up that might not have opened up for us before. And allow ourselves to see what's coming next. Allow ourselves to see that sometimes the things that we think are going to make us happy don't. I know for me, it was always like, once this thing happens, I'll be happy, or once that thing happens, I'll be happy. And those things never brought me happiness. It was just another ending and another empty feeling. And this happens a lot with people who are really focused on money. Not that there's anything wrong with money or abundance, but if that's your only goal, I know so many people, it's like, well, I'll be happy once I have this much money in the bank, and then they get that much money, and then they need the next amount of money, and then they need the next amount of money. And that doesn't bring you happiness either. I know that a lot of things that we think are going to bring us happiness don't in the end. We're not even that good at figuring out what makes us happy. But sometimes those surprises are the best thing that ever happened to us. So we just kind of have to go with the flow, I think, a little bit. So I just want to talk about that because that was on my mind. See if maybe you can surrender a little bit of control, because we don't have control anyways. And it's just causing us emotional distress at the end whenever we are trying to control the uncontrollable. So yeah, so if everybody wants to take another deep breath and just allow yourself to kind of breathe in and breathe out, allowing yourself to just let go of all the things that are holding you back, all of the resistance that you have, all of the things that are no longer serving you, and just let them go tonight. And then tomorrow, wake up with a fresh slate and try to see and give hope that maybe the universe will have your back for once. I don't know, I'm still trying to work on that myself. But I hope that everyone's having a wonderful night, and I will see you soon. Bye.